I'm ready.
3,
No, it's already on.
2, 1, go. All right. We're streaming. Cool.
We're on.
So this is Nobody's Podcast. We're nobody
From nowhere.
talking about nothing. We could have synchronized there, but we
It
didn't.
didn't work today because Trey's not here.
Yeah, Trey's gone. There are 3 of us. I'm Mark.
I'm Zach.
Trey is gone,
Yeah.
but we won't hold it
Trey's
against
the
him.
other handsome bearded man.
I'm the only one that doesn't have beard. We do have a couple drinks, and we'll be talking. Like, I guess generally kind of the angle, because I'm sure nobody's listening to podcast number 1, but the basic angle is, we're from kind of the middle of nowhere, from Arkansas, right? You might notice by the t-shirt or the hoodie over there.
This is a Kansas hoodie. I don't know what you're talking about.
What? And we're gonna talk about our reactions to some stuff and give a general perspective on what's going on from like literally people that are in no major cities. Well, not what you would think of as a major city, I guess, and maybe debunk some stuff about the state. But right,
We can try.
we can try, and we do have a couple of drinks here. We're not drunk yet, but
We're not getting drunk. We have a concert to go to in a little while.
Metallica,
Yeah, we're going to Metallica.
right?
I've never been.
I've been to Metallica last year. They were pretty sweet.
Yeah, and you didn't invite me.
Well,
I don't think you did. You?
I mentioned it.
I think you did actually, because I
It
couldn't
was
go because
done.
I was working at the
Yeah.
time.
It was down in Dallas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't get off.
Me and Matt went,
Yeah.
and no, we saw them. Who was it? It was that '90s band, '90s grunge band that opened for them. That was they sing that one song that everybody knows.
Oh, well, that's a great description.
Yeah, that's
Every
terrible.
90s band has one song that everyone knows.
Have you ever thought about
No.
like I was talking about this with a girl the other day, and it was like, we were talking about how we liked older music, 60s, 70s, 80s music. That's kind of like primarily my thing. And I was, we were talking about how, our parents growing up and like Led Zeppelin came out and Stairway to Heaven was their thing. And then how the generation before us, like your brother's ages, they had kind of 90s grunge. It's like
Yeah.
Nirvana came out. And,
We got Katy Perry, though.
but it was like,
Yeah.
but think about it. Like when we were in high school and, all that stuff, like what's the musical stamp on our generation? Korn?
Smashing Pumpkins was pretty big at that time still. I think they started to have their falling out when we were in high school, though, actually.
They did. They were on the way out because they were like 90s, like Marilyn
Yeah.
Manson.
I mean, we started high school in, 2000, though, so about that time.
Yeah.
But
But what do you think about like the thing that
Deftones were really big when we were in high school. They're still really
When-
good.
But
Yeah.
when did they come? Did they come out in high school?
I think they started in the 90s, but they have their some pretty good hits when we were in high school. Like Change that came out at some point around then, I believe.
I remember like the new rock thing was like Korn and Limp Bizkit, and that was to me that
Yeah,
seemed
Change.
like kind
Yeah,
of
2000.
the thing though.
Godsmack started coming out around that time we were in high school too, didn't they?
That's right, Voodoo, and
So-
they had that song
I
Voodoo.
think everyone knows it. You don't have to say the word.
Voodoo. That's not how you say
And what
it.
else did came out though? Was Taylor Swift out when we were in high school? No, she's younger than
she's
us.
way younger.
So she came out in the
I have no idea.
late 2000s, mid-late 2000s, somewhere around like
Yeah.
08 or something.
Something like that. She's not that old.
Who else did we have that was a big band?
Well, there's the pop stars like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera,
It was that time.
Jessica
period,
Simpson,
so-
In Sync,
Yeah,
Backstreet Boys. That was that time.
if we're being honest, I still listen to Backstreet Boys. It's catchy.
Backstreet's back.
Their
Oh,
new song's catchy too.
they have a new song.
Yeah, it came out not too long ago. Something about "Don't Mess with Their Hearts." So I don't know.
I'm lost on that one.
You should listen to it. It's pretty good.
Okay.
And I'm jealous that they can still move like that and they're older than me.
Yeah, but they keep in really good shape, man.
Yeah, I guess so. That's true.
Nice. Well, that's our claim to fame, though.
What else came out around then? 3-6 Mafia was getting really big around that
Dude,
time.
they used to go fucking like rafting on the Spring River up in North
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Yeah, because they're from Memphis, so that was one
That
of
was
the
your
people
thing.
that, that's our area.
That's the Spring River's the party area too, man.
I don't know if it's true or not, but supposedly at one of the Memphis and Mays, I don't know if it was Juicy J or one of the other ones, but they called a chick up on stage and had sex with her on stage. Supposedly. I wasn't there.
Really?
But yeah, I was told that's what happened by some people.
That would I gotta say that would probably not be okay today.
They didn't go back after that. 3 6 Mafia wasn't invited again, as far as I know, for a while.
And that's a good segue into the reactions to reactions.
Okay.
Dude, we're gonna try and put a little more structure to this
You
time.
need a drum set.
That's true. I only have guitar.
You can do it on the guitar too.
I have 5 guitars in here.
I don't know how to play it, but I'll take one. Give me the fanciest looking guitar you have.
I have got I do have my 58 Les
Yep.
Paul copy,
Yeah.
and that's 58 flame top Les Paul copy. It's really
No,
expensive.
give me the Slash guitar.
Is
that it?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about guitars, if y'all couldn't tell. He's the musician.
Right.
You know
So-
what I do know about? Not a lot.
That's okay though. So okay. Like one of the cool things I would say that about the channel that I'm hoping people like pick up on eventually, if they like for the 6 people that might listen to this in the next 50 years, the like we're from kind of Arkansas, the middle of freaking nowhere, and that's okay.
I like it here.
Yeah, but I think there are probably a lot of misconceptions. So
We
we'll
don't have sex with our family members.
not all of us. Some of us.
What? You need to slow your roll.
No, I don't. I don't think you do either.
No, I
Unless
don't.
there's something you hadn't really done. But there's like common misconceptions I'd say about us. It's definitely a very, very red state. That's we won't get around talking about some politics.
Yeah, well, the amount of people here, the family sex misconception comes up because sometimes you'll accidentally date a distant cousin or people that I've known I never have.
Yeah.
We'll date a person that's, 7th, 8th cousin down the line, somewhere like that, however far you want to go. And then they'll find out, and that's where the misconception came from. We just don't have a lot of people.
No.
There's like, what, 2-3 million in the state at this
It's
point?
4 now. 4 or 6.
4 million?
4 or 6.
Thankfully, the amount of women have grown a lot, though. They outnumber us by quite a bit, it seems.
Do they?
Seems like it.
Oh.
So the other misconception is here that guys are nice. They're assholes, me included.
Yeah.
It's just
I mean,
when you're in competition over, especially dating, that was a bad time. So because every girl you run into seems to have a boyfriend, and then like
that's true.
the 4 that don't, or they say they do, which I understand. Guys are too aggressive nowadays. It seems like because when we first, I don't know, not be an asshole about it.
Yeah.
And not have to push to try and get a date. It was just like, hey, gonna buy you a drink. Yeah. Now it's just like, I don't know.
Well, the game's changed too with like the online thing.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's definitely changed a little bit, right?
Yeah, I haven't dated in a while, so.
Well, I'm saying like probably, at least maybe from my perspective, like things are a little bit more impersonal than they used to be. You know what I mean?
With the online thing, yeah. I used it for a while before I found my current one.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can run Tinder vendors and stuff like that, but
that's the first time.
that's all it's for, though. Is you're not going to find much meaningful. I mean, you can.
Yeah, I mean, but I've actually known a few people recently that they've met their significant other.
Well, I met mine through Facebook, but it was a mutual friend thing, though. It wasn't just me tracking down,
That's
being a
different.
pervert, tracking down girls like, oh, she's in my area. Let me send her a message.
People you might know.
Yeah, I went through a friend from childhood, be like, hey, your friend's cute. Can I holler at her?
Which is like that's how you would do it anyway back in the day, right?
Yeah,
like
normally.
You'd be maybe in the same group or a sister or something.
I'm trying to find you a girl, but it's just.
Yeah, well,
It happens, man. You're a lot to try and tell people about. It's just like he's crazy. So
when in Rome.
Can you handle that?
Oh. So that's kind of the thing. And then I don't know. Okay, so I'd say the other thing that may consistently come up in our conversations is accents. We don't necessarily all have that really southern twangy type accent. And
to us, some people watching it may think we do.
Yeah.
So,
if you're from fucking Boston,
I like their accents up there. Though.
Why don't you go put a fucking quarter in the parking meter?
That didn't sound like a person from Boston, but
didn't.
Good try. Yeah. So,
but
you're not Leonardo DiCaprio. You can't do that.
No. But Leonardo DiCaprio does speak German, and I can't speak a little German.
Leonardo DiCaprio is pretty badass.
He's pretty badass too.
He's made, he made movies.
Movies with people.
Yep.
And he could have survived the sinking of the Titanic, but there was room. I'm just saying.
There was room. I just thought of that Anchorman scene where he's just like, do you know why they call it San Diego?
San Diego. Okay. So that's a little bit about kind of the background of what we're going to be doing and where we're coming from. And I guess we could work on try and put in some structure, like a reactions to reaction stuff that's going on. Like
Let's
what's
just go with it.
the Gillette thing, right?
Yeah, okay. Did you watch it finally at the restaurant?
I just watched it.
Okay. I watched the Gillette thing.
And
most of you have.
And for those of you who haven't, basically it
Watch
is.
Is basically what you need to do. It's pretty much saying that Tosca
Did you just say
sorry.
Tosca Mexican? Wait.
No, I didn't. We did have Mexican food though. That was good. Mm-hmm. I tried to because I had a margarita there. But toxic masculinity.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
There's two sides of it. I get the people complaining about it because they're just like, well, they're attacking men for the behavior that's built in natural to us. And that's part of it, but I don't see it as the whole thing. I see it as, yes, it's part of men sometimes to act aggressively and to try and assert dominance over stuff like that. But as an adult male, it's saying you should step in and show there's a different way to do things.
Yeah.
I don't have any problem with that. Like the kid getting bullied in the whole thing. It took an adult to step up. I mean, yeah, that's kind of severe to me. I never saw that. You know, the kids that did get bullied and stuff like that. I picked on kids when I was younger, when I was in high school. You probably did too.
I didn't pick on anybody. I mean, piece of shit, man.
Well, I mean, I got picked on too, though. It's just back and forth.
I have been picked on.
So I remember my first day going to public school. So I went transferred over from private school, and you know, I got picked on there that day, and it happens. But I became friends with the people afterwards. It's just shitting each other around. I mean, nobody was bullying to the extreme that they showed on these commercials or that they talk about in the news. I'm sure it happens, and I have no doubt about that. But bullying when we were in high school was different. I mean, it was like Nate. He would come up and he'd give me a titty twister, you know, and I would have purple nipples for like 2 weeks. And you stopped him, I hit him. So, and then we were laughing about it. I mean, that's a form of bullying because he thought I wasn't going to do anything, and then when I hit him, just like, okay. I mean, it didn't deck him in the face, obviously, because that would have been fucked up.
You know, I saw an interview inside the, I think it was inside the actor's studio with Johnny Depp. And he's like, my mom once gave me a good piece of advice. There was a kid who was like teasing me or bullying me, whatever, at school. Yeah. And he's like, I went home and I told my mom about it. And my mom said, just grab the biggest rock you can and hit him in the head with it. And he's like, I did the next day. And I never had a problem with it again.
Yeah. I mean,
that's Johnny Depp. He makes lots of money, and he spends $30,000 a month at least on wine.
Didn't he also get hit pretty hard for like sexually harassing women or something recently?
I don't.
Or being an alcoholic, something like that.
Well, I mean, he's a rock star, right?
He's an actor. I wouldn't call him a rock star.
Yeah, you know, that's another debate.
Overrated actor, in my opinion. I think he's in some roles. I think he's good.
What? Overrated?
If I could go back in time and stop every Pirates movie from happening after the first one, I would.
I thought he did a good.
The rest of them sucked.
You don't think he did a good? He did a good job in his role, though.
I don't like his character. But that being said, the whole deal about him going to hospitals with the costume and stuff was nice to do. There's goods and bads to everything. So, just like there are to people, there's good and bad to people.
That's definitely true.
I've got my good and bad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about that. Everyone does. I'm a piece of shit one day, and then I'm nice the next day. It happens, people.
Bullying.
Yeah, back to bullying. Never saw it to the extent that they did. I don't agree with it at all. But, you know, at the same time, I get the guy stepping in, but in that commercial, let's have a real life scenario. If the kid's getting bullied like that at school the next day, he's going to get it even worse because that dude's not going to be there. And they're going to be like, oh, you need somebody to step in for you. I'm not saying let the kid get the shit beat out of him.
I don't know.
Because that's the other scenario to that front is if you don't stop it, that's what's going to happen. And that's what ends up leading to kids, you know, making drastic decisions that change their lives and other people's lives.
True.
That doesn't need to happen at all. But you can't explain to a kid not to bully somebody. It's just not something you're going to be able to tell a kid not to do.
Kids are like, kids are fucking brutal.
Well, it's a lot easier with social media, though.
See, that's something I don't understand. Because I would say, okay, story time. Boom. I started with my grandmother once, who's no longer with us. But
she was a sweet lady, though.
And she was. And she said, you know, I used to tell my students, she was a librarian at a high school. I used to tell my students I took science before they split the atom. Mm-hmm. Obviously a long time ago. And And that used to like blow their minds. And I thought about that after a while. And I was like, you know what? It's going to blow a kid's minds younger than us. Probably, probably not that, maybe even 5 or 6 years, maybe 10 years younger than us. We grew up when, not everybody had the internet or computers.
Yeah.
And definitely not everybody had cell phones.
My first
Cell phones weren't around.
12th grade, I got one of those big ass brick Nokias.
Yeah, that was the same thing.
So yeah, I love that phone. You could change
5150s.
Yeah, you could change the faceplate on it.
Yes.
And they only had like 10 you could pick from.
Do you remember, like, speaking about bullying, do you remember when it was like the trend started with cell phones and like you had the 5150s and then people do the faceplates, and if you didn't have a faceplate, you aren't cool. And then if you got, then it was flip phones or the sliders or whatever.
At least from my experience, that's been more bullying than I've seen anything. It's just like brand bullying. Like, you're not wearing this, you're not as good as me. Yes. Or I've got this and I'm over you. I don't see a lot of the physical bullying.
Yeah.
I know that happens sometimes, but I didn't see as much of it. It's still there, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I think I'm
not denying that it is. I just didn't experience it. Like, any kind of bullying that I saw in high school, we did back and forth to one another, and it was just, okay, take that back. I just remembered. It's been a long time since we were in high school, okay? It's been like, what?
700 years.
A long time. Like, over a decade.
5.
Richard would pick on Chris in a mean way, and I remember we would tell him to back off.
Chris, the transgender guy?
No, he was not the transgender guy. No one picked on the transgender guy as far as I knew.
Yeah, that was okay, continue your story.
Well, Chris, the guy, he was super smart, but he would kind of came off as odd to people because
I think I know.
He would think in his own way. He's a super smart guy. I think now he's fucking he's making bank doing something with computers, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But super smart guy, but he had that super smart guy deal sometimes where they're odd and they think a little bit different from the rest of us. So they act a little bit different from the rest of us. And I remember he got picked on for that. And we told the guy to stop messing with him. Like everybody did all the time. And he kept doing it. Until one day, Chris finally just snapped. And I was in networking class and he picked the fucking chair up.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
He was about to go at him. And I had to step in. And we were like, whoa, you got to stop. And the teacher stepped in. And everybody tried to get between them. And, and I remember that did happen. But we always kept telling him to cut that shit out.
Yeah.
To not pick on them. I mean, there's picking on somebody that's your friend. And then there's being mean to somebody because they're different.
But I think,
that was the only example I remember, though, was him doing that. But we did tell him to stop all the time. But you can only tell somebody so many times for the dude they're picking on finally snaps back at them.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's true. And like to translate it into today's world, probably the social media stuff, because everybody's got so much more access to each other.
That's the hardest part now,
we didn't do that.
Well, that's why I don't want to get my kid a cell phone. She keeps bringing it up, and I keep telling her no.
It used to blow my mind when I would see like 9-year-olds with iPhones, and I'm like, what the fuck do you need an iPhone for?
I've got a step kid. She's about to be 10.
Man.
In my ear constantly about getting
10.
10.
90s reference.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
But that's just one of the reaction things into it is I can't believe how young these kids are. She has kids in her class with iPhones that are newer than mine. I've got a 6. I refuse to upgrade until it goes out.
iPhone 6.
The iPhone 6. I'm not paying for another one until it finally bricks itself 100%.
6.
But
in German.
At what point do I have to break down and get a person who's not even a tween or whatever they call it now before you're a teenager phone?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess
people have access to her location. They've got access to photos, to phone calls, to video, to whatever she wants to put on the internet. She's not old enough as far as I'm concerned. All of her friends are getting them, though, this year. And I'm like,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like, at what extent do you have, like, I guess we're still talking about bullying here. That's
that's what I worry about is what's going to happen when somebody gets pictures of her like that and they're trying to be mean to her or something.
Well, then the flip side, probably from the kid's point of view, to a certain extent, it's like you want to be cool and you don't want to be awkward and left out. So, like, how do you balance those two? I don't know.
Well, and that's the deal coming as a parent,
right?
I could buy her Nike and Under Armour and all this, whatever kind of stuff that
it was Abercrombie and Fitch in American
Eagle for us. Still with all that stuff at the mall, but as a 9 and 10-year-old, they grow too fast to spend, $40 or $50 on a shirt. I'm sorry. Yeah. Shoes, we'll talk a different thing about shoes because I'm about supporting the kids. Get the best you can. It's like tires for your car. Whatever you can afford, get the best you can. It's what connects you to the earth.
Boom. That was
but jeans and stuff like that, hell no. I'm just getting a regular run-of-the-mill jeans. She tears them up within a week or two.
How old? She's 10?
Yeah. She's an active 10-year-old. I mean, she likes softball, climbing trees,
yeah.
running, all that kind of stuff. She just messes stuff up fast.
Yeah.
But there's things you spend a lot of money on kids on and things you don't. Feed them, shelter them, spend money on that, give them the best you can give them, but I'm not going to throw money down the toilet. So,
no, I don't think so. I mean, it's just tough though. I mean, because you got to, like, from the kid's point of view, I could kind of get where you're like,
well, she never goes with anything that's going to make her,
I don't know,
set out from the crowd. I mean, she's going into what, 5th grade next year. 5th grade's the point where I've told her, probably don't need to be getting a backpack with the unicorn and stuff on it now. I just want to go with like plain colored or floral print, because that's at the age where they start to get to that deal. They're in 5th, 6th, and 7th grade in the same building. A 7th grader is going to be shitty to a 5th grader about what they're wearing. And then she's going to come home feeling self-conscious because she's got a unicorn on her backpack instead of it's just green.
Are 5th, 6th, and 7th together now?
I think so in Conway. So
the Wrath of Khan.
Yeah. Shit-ass town.
We're in Little Rock right now. I can say that.
Yeah, I don't care.
Who cares? I mean,
y'all want to come hang out, just hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up on.
Go to a bar or something.
Leave it in the comments. That's what they used to say.
Yeah, leave it in the comments.
And you know what you should do? What you should leave in the comment section is, yes, I did watch part of this. That would be okay.
Yes.
Or you guys are really stupid, and I wish you'd stop living.
I mean, that's true, and sometimes we probably think that too, because we're human. So
okay.
But then other times,
okay. So the other aspect of that whole Gillette thing, I can't remember. There's the bullying thing, but did they talk about the transgender or bisexual or?
I don't believe that they did in the whole thing. They talked about the kids fighting at the grill, and that guy stepped in because everybody's like, "Oh, kids will be kids." I mean, kids are going to be kids, but when you're holding another kid down and you're about to punch him in the face, that's a little bit different than just kids will be kids.
That's like a fight.
That's that kid's about to beat the shit out of that other kid.
Or is beating the shit out of a kid.
No dad is going to stand around and watch another kid beat another kid up, regardless if it's their
no adult is necessarily going to do that.
Yeah, that's true. I don't say no dad, because some dads are pieces of shit.
Yeah, some dads are drunks.
Some dads just don't take any effort to be in their kids' lives.
Oh, but I do want to get back to the whole like transgender thing because it's a hot topic, and I was thinking about this the other day because so obviously we're here in the Deep South, and most people that know Little Rock, they know Central High Crisis and they know Bill Clinton. That's probably the standard thing about Arkansas. Like Arkansas, what's that? Is that Kansas Part 2? Like, no, it's not.
That's where that president that got his neck sucked lives at.
It is. So. Our name comes from the Akansay Native American tribe. Has nothing to do with Kansas. But anyway,
we came before Kansas, actually, if I remember right.
Yeah, we were a state before Kansas.
Disregard my
1836. So. But anyway, I was thinking about the other day because there's the big movement now, LGBTQ, which the Q is queer. I never quite. Yeah. Does that just mean weird or?
No, it's just part of their lifestyle and stuff like that. People, I mean.
Okay.
There's a lot of guys that don't identify as gay or bisexual or transgender that still, and women too, that live in the lifestyle and stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't care about how you identify as long as you don't treat me like an asshole, I'm not going to treat you like one. That's basically my view on it.
And I would say, like, as a general rule, okay, we've established we're in the South, maybe not like, Greenbow, Alabama, maybe not that.
Sorry, Alabama.
But Alabama's a fine state. But, I mean, we're still in the South, the SEC, Southeastern Conference. And I would say generally, at least in my experience, most people don't really care. Like, I mean.
Our generation is the thing, though.
Maybe that's the generation.
When I talk to some older people and stuff about, let's say the generation ahead of us, people in their 50s, 60s, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a different standard. The response isn't just like they can go about their lives. It's just like, I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's not my point of view. I'm friends with multiple transgender people. Give a shit that they're transgender. I mean,
okay, but like in high school, that's what I was getting to. That's the whole thing I was getting to. In high school, we had a couple people that took estrogen pills, dudes that took estrogen pills that were dressing as women.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had that. And we were in like a public school in the South.
Yeah.
Before, there's this movement, well before it.
Yeah.
And nobody cared. I don't remember anybody really caring.
Themselves known a whole lot that they were doing that.
Really?
I know one of the females that was transitioning
to a man.
That's
right. We had females too.
They would do a lot of the stuff. He would go and do his shots or, take down his chest and stuff like that before he was able to have the surgery. But you couldn't even tell then, though. People didn't really give him a hard time.
I don't remember
But-
anyone. I remember you obviously noticed that stuff, and I remember being going, "Oh, that's." Don't I guess I can't want to say names.
Yeah, I wouldn't say any names.
Yeah, but there's him.
There's so and so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does that, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's what it is. Whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, we never really got that at our school.
Mm.
But
Whatever." And we would probably be at. I would say we'd probably be at one of those schools that would be more likely to have that kind of a sentiment.
to an extent, yeah, I would think so. But
Of course, but I would say that the predominant the schools that had an overwhelming upper middle class or wealthy white population would be, or were the most likely to be critical of people outside their peer group.
they were.
That's
but
what I would say.
When you break down our school, though, most of the advanced classes and stuff, they were 99% white when we were in there. The school was predominantly not a white school, but all of our advanced classes were pretty much all white people.
Really?
Pretty much every one of them, especially the college level classes we took.
That's
I
true.
remember one person in there that was not white. So in that setting, the transgender people were in those classes with us.
Yeah.
People just weren't shitty to them because I don't know why. I don't have a good reason for it. But it just didn't happen like that. But in our classes, yeah, the advanced placement classes, it was predominantly white.
Yeah.
So
And
I remember that for 100% fact.
And I guess it's not necessarily in the it's not, that's also doesn't necessarily translate to the real world, I guess, quote unquote. Because like that's in our microcosm. Because when we went out and did our own thing on weekends or whatever, we didn't necessarily, I mean, you kind of hung out with the people you hung out with.
Yeah.
You know.
But a lot of the times at our school, that would be white people.
Well.
So
yeah.
There were exceptions to that though. But I mean, it's just
you
went to class with the same people. That's who you hung out with on the weekend because you talked to them in class.
And I think, well, yeah, and
that's
and it's neighborhoods too. Like we came from all over the place. We came from all over the city.
All over.
I lived in the center, and then we moved.
And I lived closer to school, and Robin lived not too far away from me, and so did Jesse. She didn't live too far away. So, and Alex wasn't too far away either. He was like 5 minutes maybe, cutting through and then going over through the neighborhood the bookstore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, none of us were super far apart, but
hung out with some. Yeah, I guess you just kind of hang out with you.
John was far apart. He was all the way out.
All way out west.
Yeah, and we'd go out there
outside the city limits.
Yeah,
that's true. But yeah, but we were all cool though with people from out. I don't know. I guess I can't necessarily narrow it down to one thing because our neighborhoods were kind of all over the place.
Our neighborhoods were all over the place. Even racially, our neighborhoods were all over the place.
Yeah, they were.
It didn't matter really then, but at school where we made our friends, it was predominantly white because that's who we went to class with. Now, is a lot of that based off of
when I played sports too, and we had different. Yeah, we had a mix in our team.
Hall would bust people in to fill those AP classes.
What? Wait.
Because we had people from Jacksonville that were coming to Hall in order to, they said, even out the population of racial equality. So
well, okay,
Randy
so
came from Jacksonville, and so did that girl. And like
Randy
5 or 10
she lived in, Randy lived in Gravel Ridge.
Yeah, Gravel Ridge.
But so yeah, Hall back in the damn it, whatever. I guess it's fine. It doesn't matter.
I don't care. I went to crappy school with a principal that apparently liked to molest girls. We found out that piece of shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I heard after that's why I got fired.
Yeah,
he got Me Too'd before there was Me Too'ing. That's not funny.
I don't fucking get it. They are high school girls. I'll never understand that, but whatever. I mean, that's they don't treat pedophiles harsh enough, but we're not going to dive into that today.
Ooh, that got dark.
It's true though.
Yeah.
You'll get more time for drugs than you will fucking a child. And that is the sad reality of it.
We deal with that in my office. We deal with both of them.
How often does somebody, say dealer level, say that I had 10 pounds of marijuana?
Well, people, so the reality is we don't go after basic drug crimes very often. No, it's just a lot of that's
dealer level. What if I had like a pound of cocaine and 10 pounds of pot on me?
That's cocaine, though. That's a hard drug.
It's a hard drug, but if I'm fucking a 10-year-old?
Well, I mean, the sex assault attorney works right next to me. They get them.
I hope they do. As
Yeah,
far as
they
I'm
get 'em.
concerned, drugs are one thing. If you fool around with the kid, you should be put down. That's the nicest way I know to put that. And it's true because
That's
Arkansas
dark.
has a problem with people moving here now from other states that are sex offenders.
Wait, do we know that for sure?
In Faulkner County, I know for sure because the sheriff's department keeps posting.
Oh, they post the
They post
who's
this
living
person
in your
lives here
neighborhood.
and they did this back in this day. I don't care if you molested a kid back in the 70s. If I see you walking down the road and you look at my child, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Basic instinct takes over. So
I guess we should say really quickly, we're obviously having a conversation, and there are some. These are based on our experiences, and we don't necessarily have exact figures that are in front of us.
no, but I worked in law enforcement long
Yeah.
enough. I know these pieces of shit don't get enough time. You've dealt with a lot of it too.
Yeah, we're dark.
One reason I'm glad I'm not in law enforcement anymore.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Man, that all this caused by a Gillette ad.
I know. I trail off a lot, so my bad. I'll
Yeah.
have 10 conversations with you at one time.
Boom. That's all right.
And I'll kick your foot out of the way because you're in my way.
But so we had the bullying and the
Gillette ad. They had,
transgender thing, and then the other one was you'd mentioned it earlier, and I think this is the last one we can hit on for that is the hitting on like women. There was one scene, the one scene where the really attractive girl walked by the guy, and he was just like, "Oh man, I'm gonna go after it." He didn't say anything though.
He hadn't overstepped at that point. If he would have been like, "Hey, can I get your number?" or something like that, and she said no, and then he kept persisting, that's being a dick.
You're being a dick.
But at what point is asking a girl out being a dick? Granted, you could tell by his mannerisms and behavior, he was going after her for one thing.
He was going to be like the general, like,
dickhead,
like Jersey Shore kind of attitude, right? Sorry to the people from New Jersey.
Just dickhead is what I'll call it.
Yeah.
You could tell he was going after her because he was physically wanted her.
Okay.
Which is understandable. You have to be physically attracted to a person
But
to an extent before you even
She
want
was
to talk
really
to her.
attractive.
She was.
Okay.
But I get the guy stepping in when he saw that his behavior was going to be like over the top. It was like, tone it down.
Yeah.
But
I would say, though, that is a distinction. He hadn't crossed the line up and at that point.
You could tell he was probably going to, the way that he was
Maybe.
looking at her and about to motion towards her and what he said. But at the same time,
what if he was going to go politely say?
That's the other part of it.
What if he was going to quote the St. Crispian speech from
I don't think he's going to
Shakespeare?
do that.
He might have. See, you're stereotyping. He could have been a very well-read guy.
Well, it's hard to ask a girl out nowadays not because I think girls are defensive, but because I think guys have let their standards fall too low in how they talk to people in general.
Oh, whoa.
So,
is this a Zach rant?
It might turn out to be one.
I haven't heard this.
But
how guys lower their standards?
By the words that they use to talk to people and how they say things.
I would say
I was looking for people. I mean, you'll see guys go up to a girl and be like, "Hey, baby, you want to go fool around or something like that?" Or they'll buy them a few drinks and then they'll just be like, "Hey, I spent this money on you. You owe me."
I have actually heard that one. Not myself. But I've had female friends that have said that, and I've actually witnessed it where a guy got mad in a bar because he was just like, "I just bought all these shots for everybody, and you're not even going to give me your number or whatever."
No.
And it's
that's
like,
not
bro,
a requirement.
like that's
you spending money on.
That's not necessarily solid game, man.
You shouldn't want a girl that's going to go out with you because you spent money on her to begin with. You should just ask the girl out. If she wants to go out, have a drink right then with her. See if you want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
There's no standing saying that you have to pay for the drinks, regardless. If that's not the pre-established deal, you bought her the drink because you wanted to. At that point, as far as I'm concerned,
well, it's like
no
no
expectations. You wanted
expectations.
to buy her the drink because you thought it would get you something, but if it didn't, too bad. So there's too much of an expectation of deserve.
Yeah, but I mean, is that different? I don't necessarily know if that's different from the day as in the past, though.
I think a lot of it's different from today because, again, social media and how much is put in your face that you need this, that, and the other, and this is supposed to happen. And
well, I would say that I would say I'm about to say it. Boom. I think.
Yeah, you got to drive tonight, so you watch out.
I'm not driving tonight. I would say, I'm going to say, probably one thing
I got to stop too. I'm driving home after the concert.
One thing that I've noticed, just like 17 hours now, but one thing that I've noticed is that people, because they get so glued to social media, they don't necessarily have the interpersonal skills on average.
Absorbed in this and not absorbed in this.
Yeah,
That's the
but
problem.
that's what I'd say. I think that's what happens with some
That's
men,
what happens with a lot of things.
some men,
So,
some kids.
The asshole persona was glorified when we were going through high school and growing up.
Mm.
I mean, let's be real here. It was in movies and music and whatever.
Like,
so
what's
the
the
strong
asshole
jock
persona?
Well, let's just say, like in movies, for example, the strong jock type that just walked up and grabbed a girl around her waist or butt or whatever was okay. She was just like, "Oh, hey, so and so." Yeah, it was a big deal in movies in the mid 2000s.
I remember a Saved by the Bell episode. Boom.
Oh, that was a good show. Which one?
It was an episode where I'm gonna butcher it because I don't remember exactly who did what. It was either Slater or Zach. I think it was Slater who was walking in the hall and some guy hit on
Jesse. Oh, and he leveled him or put him up.
And he was like, "You don't treat women that way." And that was, what, 1990 or whenever that came out.
Saved by the Bell dove into a lot though, like when Jesse was abusing those pills.
Yeah, they only
did that episode. I saw it only like once or twice.
Yeah.
So, but I still remember it because I was actually like, "Oh crap, that's actually an issue." I've seen people at high school
get tweaked out, drugs.
Yeah. So, and it was a good episode. But I mean, you won't see TV like that anymore for the most part that I've seen lately.
Well,
you get these fucking shows that are just.
Well, some of that stuff deals with it, but I mean, I think it goes back to kind of the interpersonal skills. Like, there's a lot of, God, we sound so fucking old, but there's a lot of the online gaming, and there's a lot of sticking on trolling on your phone or Twitter, or Facebook, whatever. And let's say some of the social interactions,
it's gone.
It's decreased.
I don't get to see people enough as it is, and I'll be the first to admit it's because I'm on YouTube or something like that. And moving away. I mean, it's not too far. It's 35 or 40 minutes, but that's far enough to not want to get out. So,
well, it's also just a fact of life, and that's the other side of like living in Little Rock.
Yeah.
In Arkansas. Arkansas is a small place, no matter where you go. You live in the
Fayetteville area or you live in the Little Rock area. And that's pretty much it.
Or Jonesboro.
Jonesboro doesn't have much even except hepatitis. It's true. You've seen the news articles.
Do they really have hepatitis?
Look it up, man.
I haven't.
They keep getting hepatitis outbreaks at restaurants because people.
Oh, yes, you're talking about.
Wash their hands.
I ate Chipotle for the first time the other day, and the only thing I could think about was like the Legionnaires outbreak they had a few years ago or whatever it was.
Chipotle's good though; it might be worth it.
Well, and I was just like, that's why I always avoided it subconsciously. And I was like, I don't want to get Legionnaires. Plus, I equated it with just like McDonald's. I don't know why. It's just a burrito.
Well, what kind? Chicken steak?
It's chicken burrito.
Brown rice with the black beans?
It had brown rice and beans in it, yeah.
Do you get the spicy salsa or no?
No, I don't like spicy salsa.
Dude, you got to mix it. Half and half. It's good.
When in Rome.
Well, you were at Rome and you didn't do it.
I do want to go to Rome one day.
I want to go to Pompeii. One of my history professors was telling me about it and said that it's nice, it's an amazing place to go.
I like Europe. This came from Europe. Tank Museum, Bovington.
It probably came from China, but you got it in Europe. See if it says made in China on it somewhere.
I'm gonna believe.
Then it's no different than buying it here.
No, dude, they sold it exclusively at the Tank Museum.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. The Tank Museum on Amazon probably has it.
Actually, I've looked for these because there's a whole series. No, I didn't say it.
I haven't even looked at it yet since you got back with it, honestly.
Hey, don't break it, man. I really like my tiger.
Soft with it.
That came from Europe, though.
That's a really good detail, actually.
I really like it, man. I saw the tiger one day.
I mean, if it falls apart, we'll know that it's pretty good at British craftsmanship.
Oh.
Sorry, Brits. That was a joke.
Oh.
Oh, they even got the little D rings. Okay, if this is what y'all put out, good job.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I don't know. Wow. I don't know what company makes it, but it's badass. I got a lot of other cool stuff from Europe.
Oh, and the little things are actually you can move.
The turret rotates and everything. Cool. Yeah.
Dude.
I just wish it fired. That'd be cool. Like, wouldn't it?
You know what would be cool?
Like a mini.
If it was like that thing from Ant-Man where you just made it big again and you had a tank.
That would be awesome. That would be so cool.
Still haven't watched the second Ant-Man. I don't know.
Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I haven't watched it yet.
You should, man. It's great. Evangeline Lilly is a very beautiful woman and a great actress.
And Paul Rudd,
he's hilarious. He's hilarious.
That 5 o'clock shadow, #jealous, because I look ugly with one, but a full beard is okay.
He is dynamite.
You know what I'm jealous of, speaking of Marvel?
Okay.
Josh Brolin. Normal dude, right?
Seems like a normal guy. Surfer dude.
What was it, like 6 months later, and he's jacked as fuck? Hugh Jackman, normal looking dude, right?
Huge
Boom,
jacked
X-Men.
man.
Massive. Especially by the like third movie.
Yeah, but he works out a lot.
Well,
And
I
he
would
does
too
the
if I got
intermittent
paid to work out.
fasting and
I mean, it's crazy what you can do with a personal trainer, a
thought-
nutritionist, a chef.
Bradley Cooper for American Sniper gained. I think it was.
He gained like 30 pounds, wasn't it?
I think it was more than that.
Was it?
I think it was 40 pounds in 6 weeks.
Christian Bale,
Last year.
biggest one. When he did, what was it, The Machinist, where he lost like down to like 110, wasn't it?
And then he had to gain it back for
And
Batman.
in Batman, he got up to like 220.
Batman.
It's the human body is.
Christian Bale. I really like Michael Keaton, but I think Christian Bale is the better Batman.
Michael Keaton was amazing as we were growing up. I loved that Batman.
Dude,
He was
Christian Bale
super
so
good.
good as Batman.
But Christian Bale's Batman actually takes the mindset of where Batman needed to be, I think. He gave
That's what I'm saying.
that gritty
Yes.
mindset where it was just like, I know I'm fucked up a little bit, but I'm not fucked up enough to stoop to their level.
Like he is a vigilante psychopath.
Well, and that's the one thing I hated about Batfleck. First movie, he's
He's
shooting people
killing
in the gun.
everyone. That was kind of ridiculous to me too. Yeah, because that was the one thing that Christian Bale Batman he
wouldn't do it. He
Like,
wouldn't
that
even
was
kill
his
the
rule.
Joker.
he didn't kill the
Let's
Joker.
be honest here. Best Batman performance ever.
Heath
was
Ledger.
Heath Ledger as the
Oh.
Joker.
I'm going to go ahead and say best performance ever.
It was really good. He enveloped that mindset
Mhm.
of the character 100%.
Do you want to see these scars?
And then another one I really like. You need to watch it. The Punisher.
Okay.
The new one. It's so
I
good.
haven't seen it.
What is it? John Bernthal.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's
My
really
God, he's a
good.
good actor.
I'm going to say this too, since we're going down the train right now. Walking Dead season 10 has been okay in my book.
Really?
I was. This is probably a
Oh
personal thing.
wait, spoilers. I haven't watched it
Spoil-
since they killed Glenn.
Wait, dramatic pause. Spoilers.
Dramatic pause.
Okay.
Maggie's hot.
Yeah.
She's a pretty lady.
Christian Serratos, though. I like her.
Who's that one?
Rosita.
Rosita. Okay.
I'm just saying. That's
Did
just.
they kill the mullet guy? Because I liked him.
No, he's still.
Eugene, wasn't it?
Yeah, Eugene. He's
Okay.
still there.
Man, I like Glenn though.
I don't
He's my
want to
favorite.
spoil
And then
too much for you. You
We're
don't
gonna have
care.
to put a spoilers warning on that. I don't care. Well, I mean, other people.
But
aren't
do you
watching
care?
it.
Spoilers. We're going to talk about the
Hey,
Walking
if
Dead.
y'all don't want to hear about this from here on out, pause this.
And
We're
just.
giving you time now. He's going to explain it to me. Walking Dead,
Yeah.
season 10, spoilers, turn off.
So, and go.
No.
So, what you didn't watch the All Out War timeline?
Have not watched past when they killed Glenn. I know
We're on 9. We're on season 9, not 8, or not 10.
Which I don't know which one Glenn was on, but
Glenn was killed last year.
He was my favorite character. I thought it was more than a year ago.
Now, he was killed at the beginning of season 8.
So that was 2 years ago now.
Yeah, but we're on 9 right now,
Oh, okay.
and he was killed the first episode of season 8,
Hated that.
where he got hit. He got beat to death.
was having
Him
a
and
child,
him and
wasn't he?
Michael Cudlitz, whatever.
Yeah, they were having a baby.
Abraham. They got hit. Yeah, they both got hit in the head.
The baby's dead?
No, baby's alive.
Okay.
Maggie's gone though, because Lauren Cohen didn't renew her contract.
I can't blame them for that. At this point, it had just gotten boring. They were just meandering
Okay, so
around from one place to the next.
so you didn't see season 8, the All Out War timeline.
With Negan?
Yeah, you didn't see the All Out War, right?
No, but Negan's a good character, and I like him because he was in Supernatural as the dad in the first few seasons, and I really
Well,
love Supernatural.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's a great actor.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah, I
They
approve.
even made a Walking Dead reference to him in one of the Supernatural seasons when they found out they had another brother,
Mm.
and he had a photo, if I remember, someone did of his dad with the baseball bat in it, and I was like, I see what you did there. He had Lucille, I think was the name of the bat everyone says.
That's and that it's revealed, as you probably know,
No, I don't know. That's all I know about it.
that Lucille was the name of his wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So he uses his wife's name.
they
to
humanize
murder people.
in season 8. They start to humanize him with Coral. They start to humanize him.
See, no, they should have done a time jump 10
And they
years
Coral-
to when Carl's an adult and he has one eye and he's going
Yeah.
around being
You know what?
badass.
You know what happens, right?
No.
Coral is dead. He dies.
Now they can't do the time jump that I wanted them to do.
Yeah. So
They should cancel the show.
Coral dies, and Negan's not happy about it. He's sad, actually. He's sad that Coral's dead.
How do you die?
He got bit. He was saving a doctor dude, a new
Can
character.
they fucking talk now? The Walkers? Are they talkers now?
That's the Whisper storyline that's going on now. The Walkers aren't talking; it's people that are dressed up in flesh suits that are talking.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's stupid. You're asking to get shot.
That's the. Well, I don't know if you even do, but that's the storyline that's going on now. That's what's gonna when this airs in a couple of weeks.
You see how I get sucked into this stuff? I don't want to.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's what So season 8, all out war, all that stuff. Maggie wants to kill Negan. So is Daryl. Daryl's awesome. He's dating Diane Kruger, and she's beautiful.
Diane Kruger. Who is that?
Inglourious Bastards, National Treasure.
The Bond?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. She's yes.
She's German.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. She's a good actress.
Great actress. I'm always I'm all like fluent in I think 3 languages. I'm always impressed by that. Polyglots or whatever.
Well, that's a big thing
like
outside
Trevor
of America
Noah.
is that a lot of people are speak multiple languages.
Yeah.
And I totally blanked on what that's called for a second. And
Polyglots.
Okay, that. I wish it was more common here. Back to problems with America. We at least haven't fucking learned Spanish as a second language. I mean, come on.
Well, okay. Do we want to finish the Walking Dead thing?
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead. I jump around a lot.
Well, I'll just do a quick thing on the Walking Dead. So, all out war. It ends with like Eugene looks like he's being a traitor. He's not. He ends up manufacturing defective bullets, blows up all the Savior's guns in their hands, and the hilltop. And
who are the
Rick's group?
Jesus people.
That's Negan's people.
Oh, okay.
And they, Rick and the gang end up defeating them. Rick totally looks like he's going to give clemency to Negan, and he slices his throat.
So he does kill him at least.
He doesn't kill him. Negan's gonna bleed out.
You're telling me he Kurgan from Highlanders, Negan.
Yes, that's exactly what he did.
Like, my name is Negan.
No, he's not quite.
Kurgan impression. I'm sorry.
That's an old reference, man.
I watched that movie the other day. That was on Amazon Prime.
I loved the spinoff, this TV series.
I watched that too. It's on Amazon Prime as well. Thank you, Amazon Prime. You should sponsor us.
You should. Dramatic pause. But no, so and then Rick is like, should I kill this motherfucker? And he slices his throat, and then it looks like, oh shit, Rick's gonna let him die, and then he's like, bandage him up. And Lauren Cohen, Maggie's really upset about it because like he wants to kill Negan. And
why doesn't she shoot him then?
And that's tension right there. Anyway, that's how season 8 ends. 9 picks up, and then that's when they've already announced that Rick's gonna leave.
Rick is such a motherfucker.
Andrew Lincoln.
Like, literally, he never had the backbone, except killing Shane. He's never had the backbone to do shit.
He killed the hell out of Shane. What are you talking about? Rick straight up murders dudes in season 8. He's fucking ruthless.
But he didn't kill the one dude who's been killing everybody he knows.
In the all-out war storyline, he's murdering dudes.
And then he needs to murder Negan.
Yeah. Well, he's murdering lots of dudes associated with him.
God, what was it that I seen where they didn't kill the guy? But like recent movie where they should have killed the guy, but they didn't at the end.
Fuck.
What have I been watching recently? Punisher.
The
end of season 1. I mean, I knew it was going to happen because of the comic books. Billy Russo's Jigsaw. We get that. You're going all this time to kill the dude. Sorry, you haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't. It's okay.
He's going all this time trying to track this guy down and kill him. Spoilers again. And then all he does is fuck his face up on a mirror real bad after beating the shit out of him.
That's all he does.
And he's sitting there and he's like, oh, you're going to remember pain. And he's rubbing his face in it.
Swear to me. Christian Bale.
Basically, John Berthol's Batman impersonation is what he sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, I get lost in the Punisher a lot.
Christian Bale.
That is a super good series for John Bernthal. He's an amazing actor. But my God, it sounds like an ape is screaming half the time he's fighting. He's just walking around, just constantly.
That's kind of awesome, though.
It is really fucking awesome.
So, in The Walking Dead, season 9 comes up, and they're trying to set up some stuff. There's still some tension.
Yeah.
But Rick is trying to unite, has been trying to unite, and all the groups and rehabilitate the Saviors, and it's not going well. the actual last episode,
Rams are going to the Super Bowl.
Rams beat the Saints.
That's what it says.
Is it time run out?
This is referees getting destroyed for huge missed call in Saints versus Rams, which ended in the Super Bowl. Or the game, excuse me.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That's what it says. I just jumped on Facebook. Finish still. Sorry.
Oh, hold on. No, I want to see this.
I'm sorry.
So, okay, so Rick's trying. Damn it, that would really suck, man. Hold on. I'm going for the Saints. Yeah, that's not clear.
No, we are not going for the Saints. Do you know who we're going for?
The terribly terrific.
The angel face Tom Brady.
Illegal hit on the angel face Tom Brady.
Yeah, 15-yard penalty, instant loss of game. Illegal hit on the angel face Tom Brady.
That is the end of the game. Yeah, final and overtime.
I'll have to watch the play a little bit later. So, Walking Dead, though, sorry. There's 26-23, just for everybody that's wondering.
This makes me sad.
I mean, granted, I wish the Saints would have beat the Rams, too, but we're just not going into that because it doesn't matter.
It's over now. It's
the
over.
angel face Tom Brady and the frat boy-looking Gronkowski are going to win it. We all know what's going to happen. As long as he doesn't get fucking hurt again.
I mean, I like Tom Brady. I think they're going to get whooped by the Chiefs,
really
though.
I think
they're going to get whooped. I could be wrong.
Chiefs are a good team this year.
Yeah, and they're playing in KC. It's called, I don't know. But anyway, so
it's a good town to watch a game in, though.
It's a great stadium. Saw Guns N' Roses there.
Love that place.
Boom. Yeah.
I wish it wasn't 9 hours away, though.
It's not 9 hours away.
Okay.
KC is like 6 hours, 5.5.
I don't drive as fast as you.
I don't even drive that fast, dude. 6 hours like
last time we went there doing 65-70 the whole way. It was like 9 hours.
No, you did something wrong.
It's
like 6
I was riding
hours.
with somebody. I don't know.
It's like you were drunk.
I saw a deer get fucking tagged by a semi riding up there, though. That sucked. Popped right out in front of the semi. And
just disintegrated.
And the deer flew like that in the air, flying off the side. I was like, man, I do not want to get hit by a semi.
Nah.
So
don't want to. Oh, real quick. Last episode for Rick, which wasn't the last episode of the midseason, but the way they did it was, Rick's, horribly wounded, like he fucking always is. Seems like
every fucking time.
Unsurvivable wound, but he survives it.
Don't say.
And he's walking. No, he's like leading this walker horde away from like the group and all that stuff. And
did he get his head cut off and then magically find a way to use zombie DNA to reattach it so Rick wouldn't die? Because that's what that fucking show does.
That would have been awesome. But
pretty cool, actually.
He gets on this bridge.
Yeah.
And the thing is he's because of the blood loss and the pain, he's passing out frequently and he's having flashbacks. So they keep going back to all these scenes that have happened.
Like Lori, or when he found out Lori and Shane were fucking, or what?
Just he's visiting different people that are kind of giving him advice or reliving scenes from
pre-zombie apocalypse,
from the everything.
Okay,
from the before that and to all the different seasons. So Herschel shows up, Shane shows up in an episode and a flashback.
Herschel. I loved Herschel as a character. I hated Andrea. Yeah. She just couldn't stand her.
I think Andrea, Seneca, Martin Green, Sasha, she shows up.
Is Michonne still in the show?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, good.
And
she's the best one, so she better be.
And anyway, some others, but so they just a real brief version. So he doesn't know what he's going to do about these walker hordes. The bridge they've been building. He walks across. He's trying to lead them all across it, and he notices that there's still like explosives that they had used previously on the side of the bridge. So he's just like, I know what I got to do now. Reunite with my family or whatever. And and so Daryl and all the group run up then, and he shoots the explosives.
Yeah.
And because he's like, I'm going to sacrifice myself, shoots the explosives, just blows everything to Kingdom Come. Saves the day. And you're like, oh, shit, they just fucking killed, like they'd killed Rick. And goes through the rest of the episode. And you're like, fuck, Rick's dead. Like,
yeah.
All right. We knew Lincoln was leaving. And then at the very end, you see his body had washed up on the shore some ways down the river or stream.
Not dead.
He's just barely alive. And
Jadis
is her name.
From
the garbage people. I think it's Jadis. I could get that wrong, but whatever, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She ends up she was in communication with some outside colony we don't know that has a helicopter, and she takes Rick's injured body and offers him up as like a sacrifice, saves his life, and she tells him, "I'm saving your life."
Okay.
And then at the end of it, they get the in the Talking Dead, they explain like,
is that still with that Chris? What's his name?
Chris Hardwick?
Yeah.
I don't know if he did this one or not. I think he's back.
Is he still doing them though?
I don't remember. I think he's come back. I'm not entirely sure.
Because he was a nerd, and I liked him. He always had nice suits.
Yeah, but they explain that we're going to do movies. He's going to do 3 movies, Walking Dead movies with Rick. It's just going to be Andrew Lincoln and maybe some other characters. I don't know, but they're going to do a whole like expanded universe for The Walking Dead.
This is just.
That's what they announced. But anyway, I'm
tired of that shit. Yeah. Well, he's gone, so here's some more. We can make more money off of it, but
yeah,
I just wish it was about the. I mean, I know it's not ever going to be anymore. Just the quality of the film or the show instead of making money on it. You've made a godload amount of money at this point off the show. Make it decent.
Godload.
I couldn't think of words. Sorry, I'm reading about this stupid fucking government shutdown stuff again. It's just.
Oh Lord.
It's ridiculous at this point. You got how many people are without jobs during this?
I don't know, 800,000 or something.
A lot of thousands. So,
golly, man, I just went on a fucking 10-minute rant about The Walking Dead.
About 10 minutes, and that's fine.
I was telling you about
that. 10 minutes long. I mean, that's how it is. I remember when Glenn stole that red Challenger, and he thought he was the coolest fucking thing in the world, but the alarm was going off the whole time, and they're like, "What are you fucking stupid? They're going to find us within 10 miles of here with this alarm."
Was that the Challenger or a Charger?
It was a Challenger. It was a red Challenger. I think it had silver or gray stripes, I want to say. Maybe not.
I don't remember.
But I remember that episode. I also remember when Andrea shot Daryl in the ear because she wouldn't fucking listen and thought that she was doing good, trying to help, which is appreciative. But at the same time, tone it down a notch. You almost killed Daryl. He's like one of the best characters in the show.
Yeah. I mean,
their viewership of men and women would have dropped 80% if Daryl had died. Men want to be him and women want to be with him.
Everybody liked Daryl, man.
I know. Daryl's badass.
Norman Reedus seems like a good guy.
Norman Reedus does seem like a really nice dude.
Him and Jeffrey Dean Morgan are like best friends or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
You know who else seems like a nice guy? The Rock.
Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both of them seem like nice people. I'm going to tell you what. You would have the most fun.
Bobby.
I'll tell you what.
What do we do if a person wants their steak cooked well done while we're here? We firmly yet politely ask them to leave. You remember that episode where he's teaching them how to cook the steak? I fucking miss King of the Hill. That's such a good show.
But no, I think who would be fun to hang out with. It might be a little intense, but you'd have a good day. Tom Cruise.
Dude,
I think it'd be fun
if I could hang out with Tom Cruise doing shit that cost me my life almost, I would do it in a heartbeat.
But I just think, I mean,
Tom Cruise,
I don't know.
Out of this plane with no parachutes on our backs, and they throw them out to us. We have to grab them in a few minutes. Yeah, okay.
I don't know how he is. Obviously, I never met the guy or anything like that, and I've heard the Scientology stuff. That would probably be difficult to get around.
Don't care.
But I think
I'll be a Scientologist.
I think if you were to hang out with Tom Cruise, I think he would just be like, dude. He'd be super positive.
Yeah.
He'd be like, let's go. You want to go rock climbing or ride motorcycles? Or just
I haven't ridden a motorcycle
let's go,
since I
man.
was so young, but it's
great. And he would be super positive with you the whole time.
I think so. Or he would be,
dude, that's a great job.
Very unpositive and yell at you for not doing it right. One of the two.
That would be Christian.
Going either way.
I could see that being Christian Bale.
I could see that being Tom Cruise too.
You think he would yell at you? I
think so.
I get the idea he doesn't lose his. Unless it's Scientology stuff, I don't get the idea he loses.
I'd ask him flat out, how much money do I have to give Scientology in order to be where you're at? Because I don't have it, but I want to.
I don't know. I wouldn't broach the subject with him.
No, I wouldn't either. I would just be like, can we please go fly a plane?
I think he would do.
I know you've got your pilot's license. I know you're.
Does he have a pilot's license?
I believe he does.
I know he can fly helicopters because he did in Mission Impossible Fallout. That was a great movie. Excellent.
Does Tom Cruise have a pilot's license?
Harrison Ford does, and he just flies all the time.
Harrison Ford seems like he'd be very fun to hang out with.
He has a rough exterior and.
Cruise 55 earned his pilot's license in 1994 and has since turned into one, and then it just ellipses me and it goes away.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, it's because he did his own stunts in that fucking movie where he played the smuggler.
American Made.
Yes, he did a lot of the stunts for that. I remember seeing a thing about it, and one of the
Oh, he was flying in that movie?
the directors or somebody, one of the other pilots said that him and someone else said to just get on a plane today, and they were going to go do this, and he said he was scared for his fucking life.
Wow.
So, Tom Cruise is legitimate, like crazy badass, and
he's the real deal, man, and that does help with his movies. I think
that
like because
perfect for Mission Impossible.
Those movies are good though.
Granted, the newest one.
Don't.
Yes, when you're trying to save him, why leave the fucking case right there? You could literally do this and go save him.
That's part of the story arc, though. That's Ethan Hunt.
He's a special agent for over a decade, and he's a fucking dumbass.
Way over a decade. But Ethan Hunt is so focused on saving his friends at this point. Like, that was the kind of the thread of that.
Simon Pegg pick it up when he's running behind you then.
But I'm just saying that's part of that. That was consistent with the character arc.
No, you get Shaun of the Dead to pick it up.
Did you ever find it funny in, Rogue Nation or Fallout where like Simon Pegg works for IMF in America and Rebecca Ferguson, both English accents, works for, MI6. I always thought that was a little interesting. Like Simon Pegg, this clearly British person who works for the American government.
Well, we were reading about it earlier. Dan Crenshaw works for the American government. He was born in Aberdeen.
Yeah, but he probably grew up here. That's why he has American accent.
Still.
Probably.
Schwarzenegger, not born here.
No, but he very clearly has like Austrian accent.
Yeah, but he's very clearly a badass.
You know who has a fantastic American accent? Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale has a good one.
The recent awards, he spoke in his native accent, and everybody was shocked because no one's used to hearing it.
Who?
Christian Bale.
Oh, see, I first got to know him with Batman, and he did all his interviews with an American accent, and I didn't realize that's what it was. And then I heard him speak in his native British accent. What is he playing a joke? The fuck is this?
It was just you never would have known him not to be American.
Great. I think Robert Downey Jr. has a good British accent. I think. I mean, I'm not an expert in British accents, but it sounds good to me.
Maggie on The Walking Dead, Lauren Conrad, she's British.
She's half.
So is
she's half.
Rick is British.
Andrew Lincoln is definitely. But his to me his Georgian accent is very exaggerated. To me,
it is. If you watch Lauren Conrad in Supernatural, though, she uses her British accent. So
and if you listen to her give an interview, I think she grew up in like Jersey or Pennsylvania.
I don't know.
I think her mother's mother's British or something, but it's like a hybrid accent.
I'm jealous a person can be that pretty and I look like this.
Oh, well, you do look like a piece of shit.
I do. And it happens, but it's the same way I felt with Brad Pitt and George Clooney. They don't fucking age. Keanu Reeves doesn't age.
I don't know. Brad Pitt looks kind of old. George Clooney's looked 50 for 50 years now.
I know.
But Brad Pitt looks a little older.
I mean, I haven't seen a picture of him recently, but
still,
like
Ocean's
Keanu
11,
Reeves doesn't age.
No, he doesn't. Keanu Reeves is an alien.
Morgan Freeman doesn't age. Dude has been 70 for like the past 900 years.
Yeah, I would say that. He's been 70.
On his wife when he was like 74.
I think he's been cheating on his wife the whole time.
I mean,
I don't think he's never not cheated on his wife.
I would hate.
Sorry, Morgan Freeman. Even though you're never going to watch this,
we're
just going to take you through the wormhole.
You're a good narrator, though.
Yes.
If you could narrate my life, I would want that. You would be so bored, though. You'd be like, look at this piece of shit. Watching this YouTube going to class.
Isn't that an app?
Who is it?
I thought maybe it was just a joke I heard that they were going to create an app.
Stay tuned as we both pull out our phones. I like, speaking of good voices, I like watching Markiplier.
What the hell is that?
He's a dude on YouTube that records himself playing video games and watching Try Not to Laugh stuff and talking and things like that.
Did we just promote another YouTuber?
We did, but Markiplier has a very nice voice, so I'm okay with that.
Okay, if he supports any kind of Nazis or anything like that, that's a no-go for. So
no, he seems like a real nice guy.
Yeah, I'm just saying if he does support Nazis or racism in any way, we gotta no go on that.
He lives in California, so I'm gonna say no.
They're probably racist in California.
What was I looking at? Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, he's got whether he has an app or not. Maybe that was just a joke. I'm making that up.
There's one called Morgan Freeman Voice. Oh, they got a celebrity voice changer, but they don't have a narrator for it.
Oh.
But Markiplier seems like one of those guys. He's got a nice voice though. So, but he will make some videos that are kind of sad. But he's open to talk about how he's feeling and stuff like that, which a lot of dudes aren't. So good on him.
we've been pretty open in this conversation.
I don't talk about my feelings a whole lot.
Feelings.
You know, sometimes you just got to be alone and have that like sad cry where it's just really bad sounding and you're sitting there like freaking out. Dane Cook taught me that back on the comedy special, and I was like, you know what, Dane Cook's right.
Man, that guy he went nowhere, didn't he?
Didn't he start dating like a 17 or 18-year-old when he was like 40 something?
Yeah, I think so.
So
you should look that up. But I think he has. I mean, I think she's really young.
Google Dane Cook pervert.
He appealed to like young.
Dane Cook called a pervert for dating a 19-year-old.
And he's older.
I mean, you know, at least she wasn't borderline 17, so that's more of a positive. But he was 45, it says. That's still bad.
Borderline 17.
Like, if you're double their age, like, dude, come on. Come on, man.
Come on, Shelly.
Come on, Shelly. I don't know what that was from. Did you say talcum?
I didn't say talcum. I was just thinking about the accents, though.
People have accents. Well, people have them. I like the Australian accent the best, I think, though. I love it when they call someone a cunt. It just sounds so great.
Hugh Jackman's got a good American accent.
Yeah, he does.
As Wolverine, yeah.
Hugh Jackman is, I read some stories that he can put down the fucking alcohol, though. Like,
really?
Like, dude,
he drinks a bunch of alcohol?
Drinker. Well, let me see. Hold on.
I'm sure he's pretty parties. Margot Robbie.
Hugh Jackman, alcohol.
Australia. Not that she's a drunk. I mean, I'm just saying she has a pretty good American accent.
7 things I didn't know about Hugh Jackman.
They're going to talk about it
on Oprah.com.
No.
Plug there for the you, Oprah.
It's going to be he's married to an older woman.
Pops up with a picture of Hugh Jackman shirtless. Like, you're not trying to make me feel bad enough as it is. Come on. He secretly likes working out. You don't say Oprah.com. He's yelling at my computer.
What do you mean he secretly likes
Have you seen that,
out?
Dude? There's no secret about it. He's freaking jacked.
Like, he actually likes doing this. What?
Hugh Jackman actually likes looking like a fucking badass. Oh, I'm sorry.
He played Wolverine for a long time.
He's the best Wolverine out there, too.
Is there another one?
Not yet, there's not, but they'll have someone.
They don't need to do that. Just end it. Stop. I know they're talking about. They just need to stop, though.
See, it's not showing on here, but I could have sworn that they said, like back in the day, Hugh Jackman used to struggle with addiction, and he would like down a bottle of Jack a day almost.
Maybe. I don't think so. I'm going to say I don't believe it.
Hugh Jackman banned himself from drinking while filming The Wolverine.
Well, I mean,
you could see it with his metabolism being at the height that it was while he was filming and working out that much. He could possibly metabolize a lot of alcohol at that point. But it could also just be because alcohol is addictive.
When in Rome, man.
I don't know. Maybe what I heard was incorrect. It possibly was. I mean, you hear a bunch of shit and it's probably right. But I guess I'm not going to be corroborated on that. So that's fine, though. It makes me happier about Hugh Jackman not being an alcoholic.
Hugh Jackman's a good guy, seems like.
Seems like. So does The Rock.
I've never talked to either one of them, though.
No, but I want to. I'd be cool
never
to
talked
hang
to
out with
famous
Rock.
people.
It's like, hey, you want to work out today? No, Rock. Let's go do other stuff.
You'd hang out with him on a cheat day, man. You eat like 15 pizzas.
Exactly. Let's have a cheat day, Rock. So no one's ever going to believe that The Rock nailed me. No.
What? What?
Epic cheat day. Man, that dude. Don't see how he has that motivation, though.
It's just.
It's different people, man.
Different strokes, man.
So, more power to him, though. Good for him.
Nice.
Who
Okay.
else do I look up to? See, The Rock's a big one because he's always one of those positive seeming people. Like, you can always improve yourself.
Well, I think you can generally admire people that work hard and are good at their craft.
Not just the working hard and good at the craft. He relays that to other people. People will send him stuff, and he's always just like, you can do it. Just push yourself. You can do this.
It's like David Goggins, man.
So, yeah.
Of course, he's a little more tough.
I like Matt Carricker, Dr. Demolition Ranch, on Instagram. Plugged him. He seems like a very nice, down-to-earth dude. Real positive.
Okay. I don't know him.
On YouTube, Demolition Ranch. So, real nice guy. He hangs out with Chris, whatever his last name is, the Reaper from the Army. He wrote those books.
Oh, the Reaper.
sniper.
I know who.
Yeah,
who you're
they
talking
shoot
about.
videos together. Also seems like a very nice guy. So,
Yeah, he seems like one of those kind of intense dudes.
even if he's murdered a whole lot of people, more
Well,
bones than I
he's
have in
killed.
my
He's
body.
killed a lot of terrorists.
Yeah.
Another plug, I guess. Matt Best.
Yes.
That's fun.
He's funny. So
His videos are awesome.
he released a new one yesterday.
I saw it.
The PT one. I haven't seen it yet though.
It was like Rifle PT or something. Yeah.
So
Those guys seem interesting.
I would like to hang out with him and just shoot guns one day. Wear some skirts, shoot some guns, shoot some videos. They had the drum titties one they did recently with what's his name, where he's wearing that tutu or whatever. You remember when they were making up the scenarios? And they're just like, you're Amelia Earhart flying across the ocean.
I haven't seen
and
that
some
one.
Sharks attack you after you crash land. You've got 2 Tommy guns and a hand grenade. What do you do?
Those are some intense people. I guess they live in Vegas. That's what it looks like.
Somewhere in the area, probably. Well, they shot that Range. Was it Range 15 movie?
Yeah, that was their movie.
That
Range
thing.
15.
My God,
That was crazy.
It was so crazy. That's the best word to put for it. It was all over the place. They had the MMA fighter. What's his name? Tom Kennedy, I think it is, or
Tim Kennedy.
Tim Kennedy.
Yeah.
Absolute badass.
Mm-hmm.
He was in it.
SF guy.
Yeah. You hear him talk sometimes.
I've heard him.
That's one of those guys.
He seems interesting. Tim.
He seems like a very interesting person, no doubt, for sure. He seems like he's come to terms with a lot of that he has done, like that a lot of people can't do.
Really?
So, like when he talks about it, you'll hear him tell stories about it and stuff like that. It just seems like he's, I don't want to say okay with it, but accepted that it's happened. I can't change it. That's the reality of what it was. So I wouldn't be able to come to terms with something like that. I don't know if he's done it or, but anybody that has to shoot a child, it's just, in war times or whenever, that's still one of those things that would haunt me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it does. People that have had to do it have been forced to, But I was never in the military. So I was in law enforcement for a while. A lot of it as a dispatcher. But I don't even know if I could. I mean, it's that decision between you have to shoot a kid to save your people's lives. Can you do it?
I think there was a story. I can't remember what book it was. But, it was like their third phase on San Clemente Island, sealed buds training. And it's like, I want to say they were maybe a couple weeks from their final tests.
Yeah.
And like they were shooting at the range one day, and one of the targets was like a kid holding a weapon or something. And I think this guy may have been the class leader, but he couldn't shoot and he quit. And it was like, I imagined my little brother, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate reality.
I don't know.
So
I can't remember.
I feel bad for every one of those guys that has to make that decision.
Yeah.
So regardless if they can do it or not, still feel bad for them. It's something they shouldn't have to be faced with.
I would agree with that.
So it's one of those scenarios in life. Unfortunately, there will always be war.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
I mean, when you honestly think about it, it's just a power control, but none of the people that are fighting for the power are fighting the war. So
that's kind of it. That would definitely be a topic for another day, I would say, because I could talk for a long time about that.
Yeah, we can dive into it a bit more, but I mean, you look at the push for power after the 9/11 happened and the Patriot Act got passed, and we're walking around with videos and monitors in our pockets 24/7, basically. No one is hidden from anything. So it's just a reality we live with. It's just.
I don't know how much they do that.
Regardless if they do, they can, is the thing. You have it there if they need to.
I think they can also. I think it's possible to remote into a modern vehicle now and take it over.
Some of the.
I'm not entirely sure about that.
If we were putting a Tesla up, I would think so 100%, because that's a computer on wheels.
I mean, most vehicles are just that now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't.
New vehicles.
I'm going to say, I don't have a new vehicle because I don't want that in my car. But
I don't really have the money for that.
Yeah, that and they're overpriced. Let's not even get into the overpriced.
Yeah, it's really expensive, man.
It's just, I don't know. I'm not doing anything that people need to track me for, but I don't want to know that someone's tracking me.
Or are you?
It's creepy. I mean, I might if they want to watch me go drop my kid off at school and then go to class myself and then come home and study and play some Dark Souls 3. Fuck that game.
Is it a bad game?
No, it's really good.
Wow. Well, then why'd you say fuck that game?
Because it's a nightmare.
Because it's addicting? Or is it
No.
hard? It's just hard.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
What do? You farm? You farm. Don't you?
No, well, you have to farm somewhat to get.
Yeah.
You kill people and you get souls.
Yeah.
And those help you level
Farming
up.
souls, yeah.
But at the same time, say that I'm running around, beep, boop, 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 and I kill these people, and somehow I get killed.
Yeah.
I've got 10,000 souls on me that took me. Let's say it took me an hour to get them.
Yeah.
If I don't make it back to them and pick them up, I lose them completely if I die again.
You have to pick up all 10,000.
They're in a green orb floating in the air, and you just go pick
It's
them
a
up. But
10,000 people orb.
Yeah, you got to get back to where you were at, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
If you don't get back there and you die trying to get back there again, you lose all the 10,000 that were there. They disappear. Your hour's gone. You make another hour up.
So I'm clearly not a gamer, but it basically sounds like you're farming Bitcoin.
No.
So you're farming Bitcoin.
No.
Yeah. It's basically.
And then you go fight a boss. Oh, okay. I ran 3 or 4 minutes to the boss dodging all these people to get into it.
Yeah.
And then I've died 20 times already.
So how is that different from
that.
Bitcoin? I don't understand how that's different from Bitcoin.
Because I don't do Bitcoin, and this pisses me off.
This is fucking Bitcoin. That's
But
what you're talking about.
It's a good game, though. But
Farm
my God.
Bitcoin, you could have just said I'm farming Bitcoin. That's all you had to say.
No.
I would have understood immediately. Oh, he's farming Bitcoin.
I
Gotcha.
like playing Doom as well. Well, that's good. Doomslayer was brought back in the last one, so you're just running around fucking everything up.
I got to tell you, I don't game at all. I just haven't. I played Call of Duty for the LOL
I don't play Call of Duty.
way back in the day, just because I actually
Trey does. If
I
y'all
haven't.
want a game,
No, Trey
trade
plays.
a game with Trey.
Trey plays bad. He has Call of Duty too. I played zombies with him the other day, but he used to be ranked #1 in the fucking state of Arkansas
Yeah.
as a Battlefield player.
Yeah, y'all game with Trey, not with me. I'll throw my
Trey,
controller.
we could plug that. That's not
I don't
his.
know if
Can we
can
plug
or
his
not.
gamer tag? He's not gonna give a shit.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't plug his gamer tag.
Why not?
Because we haven't asked him. I mean, that's a Trey decision.
I can text him. No, I'm not gonna text him.
Even if he wants to
He's
do it,
working right now.
I'm not going to plug mine just because I don't
What's
want the one person aside from us that's going to watch this to
Nope.
call me
the one person?
rude names.
Is it? Can we tell somebody's streaming it?
No one's on there. They'd be chatting with us right now.
Well,
no one's streaming it either. I can see there's no people.
You sure?
And it says 0, man.
You should have just
How many
say
is
there are
0?
50 people. You could have just lied, man. Damn it. We suck. Really?
There's 0 people. No one knows who we are.
It's
We're
okay.
literally no.
So okay, we got to put it in the comment section. But it's like, how do you get traffic, right? You put like hashtag Walking
We're gonna
Dead.
have to start sharing the videos to people. But do we really want people to see how fucked up we are?
This hasn't been bad.
I've been using foul language.
Fucking everyone uses foul
If Captain
language.
America was here, he would say language at
I
least
think-
25 times.
Yeah, but you know what? Chris Evans would probably use bad language. So
You know
boom.
what? Chris Evans also has a lot more money than me and doesn't need a job for the rest of his life.
You're not saying anything offensive.
No, I know I'm not. I'm
No.
just making. I'm being an asshole.
You're just being difficult.
I'm being difficult.
You have to farm Bitcoin. So hashtag.
I mean,
farming
Bitcoin's fallen
Bitcoin.
through the floor, so let's not do that. If we're trying to make money, let's not do Bitcoin. It went from like 19,000 down to like 3,000 or 4,000 in the past year.
I mean,
If we would have bought it when it was like $200 when we were first talking about it, we would have made a shit ton. But
Bitcoin is pure. To me, I think it's just it's not a tangible product that they're
No.
selling. It's pure speculation, right? And then like the definition of what goes on in a day trading situation.
pretty much, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
But we also don't have the resources to farm Bitcoin. Those people need high-end graphics cards and set up a lot to farm Bitcoin and stuff like that.
But you play Dark Souls 3, it's the same thing. Man.
I have an Xbox One.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. Okay. The only reason I have an Xbox One is because they were $200 during the holiday season.
Mm.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have an Xbox One because they're overpriced in my opinion. I would just build a computer before I bought an Xbox One at full price, $300 or $400.
Win in Rome.
Yeah, I'm in Arkansas.
We have a Paris, Arkansas.
We're Friendship, Arkansas, too. Don't we have a Wiener, Arkansas? Wiener. Men never grow up.
Wiener. No, I don't know. Maybe.
There's tons of wieners in Arkansas. We all know that. The Oscar Mayer Wiener, they've got the big truck here.
I've got a picture of the
I don't
Oscar
wanna see a
Mayer
picture.
Wienermobile. Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, the vehicle.
It came by our school one day trying to get everybody to go to the Big Wiener. It's fucking perverts.
Back in the day.
You know what's a good hot dog though? Turkey hot dog. Surprising.
I've never had a turkey dog. I had turkey burgers.
I have high blood pressure, so I have to like eat not bad.
Don't we all have high blood pressure?
Mine's really high.
Is it really?
I'm
really
gonna
high?
die.
Are you about to stroke out?
I don't know. It's like 147/99 this morning.
Dude, I've got a blood pressure monitor.
Let's check it while we're on the thing.
Oh, here, I'll get it. You're gonna have to keep the audience entertained.
I gotta get my hoodie off, Nana.
No, it's your wrist.
Oh, well then I gotta get my watch off. So, audience, this is my hair. It's short. Shorter than my beard, which is long.
This is the left wrist.
And I may have to shave because my beautiful
It's
fiancé
the left
deserves
wrist. It goes
better.
like this, but left wrist. Boom.
See, mine, I bought one of the CVS ones that you put on your arm and then it runs the little vacuum hose or air hose.
These aren't going to be the most accurate.
Which way? Facing me or away from me?
Facing you.
Okay.
And you ideally want to have it kind of like this, but it's going to be.
Blood pressure, I thought you're supposed to be like this.
It's supposed to be at the level of your heart.
About here.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to probably read a little bit high just because it's a wrist monitor anyway. For the 0 people that are streaming this right now, we're about to tell them. I'm sure mine reads high too.
It says error.
Oh, it just fucked up then. Wait, don't put it right up against that chip. Put it down a little bit. Yeah, I mean it's a little finicky. No, just but maybe that much.
Like right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
The tension is growing. Huh?
Okay, this rating insanely low. 111/82.
Oh, dude, that's probably it, man.
I was at 140.
That always reads high for me.
Let's move it again. I'm gonna move it a little.
No, dude, it's not gonna change the fucking 57 points, man.
My heart rate's insane right now, though.
What is it?
110. It's like I've been running. That's what it's at. That's what it's at when I run.
That's why you're.
You know what it is?
Oh, dude, nice, man.
I don't know if this is true or not. It's just what I'm blaming it on. I mean, I can check my blood. Well, I can't.
Well, that would probably
increase my heart rate.
But it would lower your blood pressure, thin your blood.
I did drink of wine, a good bit of wine. So I should just drink wine.
Dude, you drank all the fucking wine. That was almost a full bottle.
Nah, it's fine.
Manischewitz, man.
It's a small bottle, though.
I mean, okay.
It is.
Anyway, so.
Hey, which one's the wormwood one?
Oh, don't open it, but that's the big one.
No,
that's
this
good.
one.
Yeah, it's the clear one. I mean, that's not the wormwood one. It's not.
It's just for decoration, anyways.
It's olive oil. No, that came from Amsterdam.
It's just decoration. It's neat to see. Still airs.
No, I'll probably open it one day. But...
A few years down the road.
Well, I want to go back to Amsterdam first.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a fun place. Did you realize you're totally off camera right now?
Yeah, I know, but I'm looking at alcohols. I'm going to Metallica in a minute.
That's true. We got to probably wrap this up then.
In a minute. It's 6:22. We're missing out on the stupid ass.
Well, the opening act doesn't start until 7:30 anyway.
7:30.
So
we bought seats. We're not sitting close. We're sitting a little bit away for a reason. That and so I can hear. What the fuck do you
okay.
Rose wine for?
I bought that in Amsterdam. It's from Spain.
You should have said for when I have a date over.
I said where I bought it from. I didn't say where I'm using. That's for special occasions, man. It'd be for like a quality lady. Yeah, I would do that.
We need to find you one of those.
Mm.
Ladies, Mark is single. If anyone wants a decently stable man. I don't know any single girls.
There are, and nobody's watching us.
No, nobody's watching us.
So wait.
But somehow I tricked a beautiful, smart girl into wanting to marry me.
Yeah, let's see, Molly. But I mean, I think. I don't know, so what do we would have to like hashtag this stuff, right?
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I know one thing we could do. We've got to parcel it up into the bits that we were talking. Like put up clips.
We can next time we can make multiple little ones.
Well, no, I'm saying like you can go back and edit it the way it is.
It's live. You just post it right after this.
Oh fuck! I thought we were edited. We could edit it.
No.
Shit.
This is how you look right now.
Has this been entertaining? Yeah, hopefully.
Not for them, probably. There's no one watching.
Literally nobody watching. But once somebody could go. No, but what I'm saying is like on the description, you could put
like, hygiene video. He put butt hygiene in the thing. I'm not saying we do a butt hygiene video, but just that I
don't really have anything to say on the subject anyway.
Clean it.
Yeah, I mean, don't be a douche.
When you get in the shower, clean it.
Don't be fucking a filthy animal. There's your advice right there.
Teenage boys,
wash your ass.
Wash your ass. Girls will thank you.
When you grow up, wash your ass. Oh,
one lesson from. I'm old now. Someone who's in their 30s.
In their early 70s.
Early 70s. I've aged nicely. I mean, screw all this looking ugly stuff now.
Keanu Reeves, dude. It's the Keanu Reeves diet, man.
Wash your ass.
Wash your
ass. And your junk. Girls appreciate it. Also, shave your bush. Oh, not bare skin if you don't need to, but just down a little bit. That way it's not hitting them in the face.
That's
good advice.
Are you going to get... Is that inappropriate now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But that's good advice because girls appreciate that.
But you're not being mean when you say
I'm not being mean. I'm just giving advice right now. Girls appreciate that. You don't have to get it waxed, but just keep it where it's not pounding them in the face before your junk does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the 70s anymore. You trim your bush. Girls, make fun patterns.
So I guess we could say let's do Arkansas corner, right? Let's wind it up with the Arkansas corner.
We don't have sex with our family members.
Okay.
We have a diamond mine.
We've already talked about the diamond mine. We can mention it in because literally no one's ever going to watch the first one.
You can see how much we have in the state. We've got Walmart.
Walmart's from here. Walmart. What's going on?
Love and hate that place.
What's cool about we have the Arkansas Razorbacks, the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville.
Hey, let's not talk about them after this year, or last year, or the year before.
We had the worst season in program history.
We've had the worst past 6 years in program history.
Yeah.
Ever since they got rid of Petrino, we've gone downhill.
That's true.
If you just wouldn't have given her that fucking job, we wouldn't have been.
If he wouldn't have lied about it, probably. But I've been saying this for a while. I think we were doomed anyway because Petrino was not recruiting very well. And all of our blue chips and 4 stars were gone after that year. I didn't see the program really getting any better than a Sugar Bowl appearance. Maybe he could have gotten somebody occasionally, but look what happened to him at Louisville. He had a couple good years and then he got fired. Fuck this year.
Yeah.
So
we can't bring any good people because they keep setting our quarterbacks' vehicles on fire in Fayetteville.
They did that twice to one guy.
That's 2 times.
Brandon Allen, right?
Yes.
Poor Brandon Allen. Made it to the league and everything.
That motherfucker did not deserve to have his vehicle set on fire.
No, of course he didn't. Of course he didn't.
It is a college. It's kids playing.
We do not condone setting his vehicle on fire.
I'm sorry, college kids. You're not kids if you're 20 and 21 and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're fucking kids. When I was 20, I was a goddamn kid.
Looking back on it, I was.
I think I
dive into this. Be me, 21, 22, get married, dumbass. Be me, 28, 27.
When you got married?
Got divorced.
Well, I don't know.
27-ish, 27-ish, 28. Somewhere around 27.
You moved to Nashville for a while.
Moved a bit when I moved back, so I got divorced.
That was a long time ago, man.
No, man. It's been a while.
Could you say it's been a coon's age?
No.
That's a saying people say in Arkansas.
They shouldn't, though.
It's a raccoon, man.
I don't care. Raccoons are people. They're not really.
They do have thumbs.
I saw a raccoon eating out of Oh God, what is it? It's a Popeyes next to that Splash Car Wash
Yeah.
over on was it Markham?
Yeah.
Like
Or
this
PKs
this
or whatever.
motherfucker came out of there looking like a Labrador. It was so goddamn fat.
Yeah,
I was like, it knows where to go.
We got some big coons.
Oh man,
Raccoons.
I love those little trash panda raccoons. They are so cute. The little babies.
Yeah.
I just want to adopt them.
Yeah,
I like
I've
cats
had
and
a.
dogs though. I can't
Yeah,
help it.
my mom's got a bunch of raccoons and skunks and cats.
I forgot what I was saying. You made me forget. Oh yeah, be me when I got divorced. I don't know where I was going with that. Now.
We were talking about Arkansas, and then
Oh yes, Arkansas.
Yeah.
And then
this is the Arkansas Corner segment.
Yeah.
We're talking about just Arkansas because that's kind of the thing we're going for here.
So I'm sitting there looking for a wedding photographer, and lo and behold, who pops up? My ex-wife.
Yeah, she is a wedding photographer.
She is. She's a pretty good one too. No offense to her. She's a good wedding photographer.
Well, they don't know who she is anyway.
No, I don't know who she is. But god damn it, if that's not just not like a.
Would you say it cuts like a knife?
Well, it doesn't cut like a knife, but it's just like, should I call her and tell her to shoot my new wedding? Just like pour some salt into the wound? Or do I just be a grown-up and move past it? To which case, I have to be a grown-up.
Who is the best?
It was just like, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah. Who is the best wedding photographer, man?
I don't know, but I wasn't paying $2,500 for a photographer for a day.
Dude, use your phone, man.
Exactly. Like, I don't want pictures of my fiance. I'm going to live with it the rest of my life. Why do I need pictures?
Dude, you should get like a picture of your fiance on her wedding day, man.
Well, we're going to. But I don't need $2,500.
But you're like, I don't fucking want pictures of my fiance. That bitch.
No, she's a great girl. But
but it was like
I'm going to be with her the rest of my life. She's going to be beautiful the next day as she does the day before.
What a romantic.
Hey, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Hopefully she doesn't watch this.
They say his heart grew 3 sizes that day.
I need to maintain an asshole demeanor. That way she doesn't think I love her as much as I do.
You know, I just got done reading Patton, the biography of Patton.
We should have named the General Patton, but I sold it.
Somebody did that. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they did something else.
Oh.
The General Patton. He was an interesting character.
Look like old cars.
But he used to practice the reason I brought that is he used to practice his war face. And that's what most people associate with Patton, a really stern.
Yeah.
But he used to practice that in front of
I bet
the
Arlie Ermy used to yell at him and tell him to show me his war face.
And then they,
I think Joker wouldn't do it right. So
they were alive at the same time, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they didn't. Ermy wasn't.
He may have been a child.
Yeah. I mean, he may have come out of the womb.
1945.
Dude, he may have come out of the womb just like, oh shit.
Patton was an interesting character.
Yeah. His first name was General.
It was.
That's a fact.
George Patton.
No, it was General at this point.
Okay.
Exactly.
Even before he was a general.
I'm a history major.
Is it true?
So it's just me being a shithead.
In the new Glass movie, is his name Mr.?
I don't know. I didn't really care about seeing it. It's like y'all waited too long to release this after the other ones.
That's M. Night Shyamalan, though.
Yeah, and I never thought his movies were that good.
Yeah, I never thought so. Either.
Listen here, Shyamalama Ding Dong. Write a fucking decent script.
Seamus?
I wrote the 6.
I didn't realize that was Bryce Dallas. I didn't realize that was Bryce Dallas Howard in The Village.
Oh yeah,
I didn't realize
that movie sucked ass too.
Yeah,
Amanda Seyfried was really good in it, but she's just a good actress, so more props to her.
Yeah,
she was in Mean Girls too. You know who had the funniest part in Mean Girls? Her.
Is that the Lindsay Lohan movie?
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Amanda Seyfried.
I don't think she's probably never been to Arkansas.
I mean, probably not, but
Maybe.
We can hope. It would have just brought talent to the state.
Yeah.
Hadn't Matthew McConaughey shot a movie here?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
No, he did.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, you're talking about the one with Reese Witherspoon. Yeah, they shot that over in the Delta over there next to Tennessee.
McConaughey. How do I spell McConaughey? McConaughey.
MC and then Google will take care of the rest.
It didn't. It's saying McLeod and McCool.
All right. No, they shot that over in the Delta because it took place on the border. Mud is the name of it. It's a good movie. McConaughey's a good actor.
HBO's True Detective looks like they're going to film in Northwest Arkansas.
Oh.
Well, that's good.
They filmed a bunch of ghost stuff up in Northwest Arkansas and Eureka Springs at the what's it called? You know what I'm talking about.
Is
though.
it that glass church?
No, at the hotel
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
in
I don't
Eureka
know the name of
Springs.
it.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Google it. But you know, so yeah, we have that. Eureka Springs is beautiful.
Hitting casinos now.
Oh well, we've had games of chance.
But we're getting legit.
Or no, we've
casinos.
had games of skill in Oaklawn and Greyhound, which is one. Oaklawn is a horse racing track. It's a pretty well known horse racing
Crescent
track.
Hotel Ghost Tours.
Crescent Hotel. Yeah, had a friend of
But,
mine.
yeah,
She lives up there.
We're getting legit. Whatchamacallits now.
Yeah, they passed that on the build in the last. Damn, the word escaped me. In the last election.
Election, that works too.
It was on
That's
the ballot.
correct.
That there are 4 places that can get full-blown casinos. One of them is
or Crown Bluff, as we call it.
Oaklawn and Greyhound. Greyhound's in West Memphis. And then it's Russellville and Jefferson County, Pine Bluff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oaklawn's is going to be good, though, because Magic Springs is so close.
Well, I mean, Oaklawn's already had a fucking casino there. Man, like it just...
But now they're going to have
they had all the money and...
We can stay at the hotel now and not have to drive the hour and something back.
It's not it's 45 minutes, man.
For me?
For you, it's a lot longer than that.
Yeah, it's like an hour and
50 45 minutes for me.
Yeah. But now
it's a nice place.
We can go to Russellville.
And I don't know what to go to Russellville, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know what to do else in Russellville, except that I said we were going
Whataburger. That's about it.
Ooh, let's go there.
Feltner's Whataburger, not the chain Whataburger.
Not the chain.
There's been a lot of lawsuits on that.
We do not have In-N-Outs, and fuck y'all that do, because they're good.
We don't have In-N-Outs.
And we don't have Jack in the Box. They're good, too. They're tacos.
But in Jack in the Box, it's like didn't they divide that or something?
No.
And is Jack in the Box and Hardee's the same thing or something?
No,
I'm making that
Jr. and Hardee's are the same thing.
Okay, yeah, that was the thing.
Jack in the Box.
KC has Jack in the Box because we ate Jack in the Box at KC.
When I lived in Nashville, they had Jack in the Box.
They still have it in Arkansas. I've had Huddle House in Arkansas.
They're in Clinton.
Huddle House is in Clinton?
Yeah.
Wow.
We got a Dave and Buster's now.
We do have a Dave and Buster's.
We got one fucking Dave and Buster's.
But it's good though. It's fun.
Yeah, I remember on my birthday you made me do Patron shots. So Lydia was like, "No, you don't need to drink that much." And then you're like, "Oh no, it's
fine. Keep drinking."
So, and then it started raining.
I do remember that. Yeah.
It was awful rain too, like the kind you can't see 10 feet ahead. We had to wait for 20 minutes.
Was it Purple Rain?
No, that's Prince.
No.
I didn't want the rain inside the car. I would have let Prince inside the car.
Yeah, you don't want to have rain inside of a car. It
No.
just doesn't make sense.
No, but Prince, yeah, I would have been like, "Hey, can you sing me a nice song, please? And I will buy you a purple scarf."
You could say "Cry Me a River."
I don't want that. I don't want a sad song.
Justin Timberlake was here like a night or two ago, right?
Yeah, they had Justin Timberlake. I think it was Wednesday, and then Friday they had the monster truck jam with all that dirt, and somehow they cleaned it up from Metallica.
It was Thursday that they had
Thursday.
because the singer in our band, my band, he was like, "We got to cut practice short because I got tickets to JT." I was like, "What?" Yeah, man, I'm going into a suite.
But JT's good though.
He's a talented guy. He's from Memphis,
yeah,
which is right over there.
I love him and Jimmy Fallon together. They're hilarious. Have you ever watched the camp skits that they do on Jimmy Fallon's show?
No, but I have watched the ones with on Saturday Night Live, like the Dick in the Box one, and
with Andy Samberg and the
Andy
fucking
Samberg
song and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You need to watch the ones with him and Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
They sing "Jumper" in one of them, and they're making fun of the camp counselor's little wiener that got involved in a weed whacker accident or something like that. And they keep laughing at him. Jimmy Fallon's a funny dude too, though.
Jimmy Fallon's fun.
Them together, supposedly they're like really good friends.
Oh, really?
Like they'll make jokes with each other, and like Jimmy Fallon sent him a cup with his face on it, so Justin Timberlake sent him one back with like Jimmy Fallon holding the cup with his face on it, and then with Justin Timberlake holding the cup with his face.
That's like the Matt Damon, Jimmy Kimmel thing.
Yeah.
They're actually friends. That's so funny to me, though.
I love it. They're really funny guys.
Yeah. Matt Damon's a really talented dude.
So Jimmy Fallon is too with the music. He's always doing playing instruments.
Well, my favorite one was he did Old Man with Neil Young. That was sweet.
Yeah. You know who's the best late night talk show host? You got one guess.
Are you gonna?
Doesn't have to be currently doing it.
Doesn't like not current. I liked Jay Leno.
There you go. Because of his car collection. Jay Leno is if we're going to go into a field, he's an expert in automobiles. I'll give him that. And automobile knowledge and history.
Well, I mean, he does get some stuff wrong. Sorry, Jay.
Very rarely. But he's a very good resource for stuff like that.
Oh, he's good.
So.
I don't know. I thought Conan was actually better after he lost the Tonight Show. That was a controversy and all that stuff. But I think he's done a really good job. He's just gone down to he's going to a half-hour format now.
Really?
Yeah, they cut the hour-long thing. He's no more band. I don't know if he's going to do a monologue anymore, but he's cut it down to a half-hour show. And he may it looks like he may eventually just go off the air completely. Because I guess people aren't watching live television as much and
especially that time of night, though.
I gotta say this. I'll watch like Stephen Colbert stand up or Jimmy Kimmel or something.
Who's the guy that took over Stephen Colbert's deal? The young guy. Oh God, I forget his name.
Well, they changed it because it was it Larry Wilborn or you know who I'm talking about?
What was that called that Stephen Colbert did?
Colbert Report.
Okay.
It wasn't a cost.
The nightly show with Larry Wilmore, yeah.
Wilmore. And that got canceled pretty quick.
Did it?
Yeah. Got canceled really quickly. And then I think somebody else took over it. Does Samantha Bee follow the...
Yeah, 2016. He only ran for like a year.
Yeah. Does Samantha Bee... When does her show come on? I don't ever watch it. But anyway, my point with all this is that I don't really ever watch them on TV. I'll watch YouTube clips of them or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say
plug for YouTube.
I don't pay for cable anymore. There's just you can get them online or like Sling or something like that. There's just no point anymore. Or go to the news website itself.
Okay.
My beard points out. I just noticed, like if you see it on the camera, it like curves in and goes out.
Does it really? All right.
So if y'all haven't noticed, I have a beard.
So back to Arkansas.
And I'm in Arkansas. Thank you.
I'd say back to it just to.
We forgot about Arkansas. I rambled.
Wrap things up to a certain extent.
Arkansas is a state in the South. We are in Mississippi, Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. I think I got all 6, didn't I?
No, we border Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Yeah.
Yep, I got all 6. Okay. We're the only state. I think we're the only state that borders 6 too, aren't we?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Maybe. Let's Google.
True. That'd be a fun trivia fact, wouldn't it? No, surely. Well, actually, maybe.
Wow. No, we're not. Tennessee and Missouri border more than us than 8. We're in the...
They don't count.
It looks like...
They're not real states.
Yeah, the Tennessee's a good state, though.
I like
Tennessee.
I like Memphis.
Nashville was a lot better.
I saw Guns N' Roses in Nashville.
You should come to Nashville. I mean, I don't live there anymore. I'm not asking you to go there for me, but it's pretty tough.
It seemed like a nice place. I mean, I didn't spend much time there, just a little bit. It seemed nice.
It is. If you go downtown, you can wear cowboy boots and a Western hat and dance.
You can do that here.
Yeah, but down here sucks.
What doesn't?
It kind of does.
It's just
go to the ones in that, like an actual big town, and then tell me the ones here don't suck.
You mean like Miami Beach?
Yeah,
that's
like
a fun
big
town.
towns.
Miami's fun.
Well, Miami has a beach.
Yeah.
There's a reason it's called Miami Beach.
It's just a lot of fun, man.
I'd be happier if I lived on the beach. Where they didn't get winter, really. They get hurricanes, though.
Yeah.
You know who else gets hurricanes?
I mean, the East Coast.
Yeah, I was going to say the East Coast. It's like even New Jersey gets hurricanes.
Yeah, they do.
You know New Jersey once got a bad hurricane?
Yeah, they did.
And I feel really bad for them about them.
No, wait. Was that a hurricane or a tropical storm?
Hurricane Sandy.
It's Sandy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
They got hit by a tropical storm like last year.
Yeah, they got hit by a tropical storm last year. Unfortunately, Sandy was devastating to them, though. But we get tornadoes and stuff here, but we don't have hurricanes. I mean, it's destruction's destruction, unfortunately.
It is. I would say that's accurate.
So
okay, so we'll wrap it up.
I wish that we had Mark Wahlberg as Marky Mark here to wrap it up for us, because that was like we were wearing the jean jacket and stuff back in the day.
You know, I used to think that he did the singing on the movie Rockstar, but he didn't.
Did he not?
No, I was disappointed to hear that. I was like, but he used to be in a band.
Was that the one where he pulled his dick out?
What?
He filmed a movie about shooting porn where he pulled his dick out.
No, dude, that's Boogie Nights.
Oh, okay.
John C. Reilly and Burt Reynolds.
I don't remember, man, obviously.
Yeah, and Heather Graham. She was Roller Girl.
Oh, okay. What happened to her?
She's still alive, doing stuff, I guess.
Unfortunately, the bandit died.
Who?
Burt Reynolds, the bandit.
Oh, I thought.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, he did.
This coming from, well, I'm the one. You own a Trans Am now, but I owned a Trans Am.
I do. I do own a Trans Am.
I wish that was good to sell that car, actually. So we're not going to dive into that. Sorry. Real life stuff bleeding over.
Boom.
I need another Trans Am.
Yes. Okay, so I mean, I would
successful podcast. Need a Trans Am.
I would say it's a good one to wrap it up on. So we're nobodies from nowhere talking about
nothing. Well, about a lot of things.
You talk about kind of, I guess,
too many things.
General points of view and stuff, and I mean, well, I guess this is streamed live, and we'll probably put up some stuff later.
We'll end it on a sad note about how I need another Trans Am because I don't have one.
And
looking at you here, better half.
If anybody ever listens to this, certainly leave a comment. People always tell me to subscribe and like that to their stuff, and I appreciate that. I'm subscribed to some stuff, but I just don't feel like asking anyone to do that. So
you just did by bringing it up. If y'all don't want to subscribe, don't. But if you do want to subscribe because you want to see if I got a Trans Am or not,
I really don't even. I have no idea if this is entertaining or not. But it's been fun to talk, and that's the most important thing: is you want to do stuff that's good for you and fun.
You know what else is good for us? Eating healthy and drinking enough water. I've recently been doing more of that. Sorry, I'm diving off in another.
That's true. Here. That's true. I'll drink water right now, actually.
I need to get a glass in a minute. I haven't had water in the past few hours.
Okay.
Here's being adults.
All right. Well, so.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you for watching. Have a good night.
We're going to go to Metallica.
We're going to go to Metallica.
And, yeah, we're going to see a bunch of old dudes perform before they can't anymore. Well, that's us in a few years.
Right. I still play, though. And catchphrase right there. All right. Let's do it.
What's the catchphrase?
Do we have a catchphrase? We'll just end it with catchphrase.
Hold on. I'm thinking of a catchphrase. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord splits you.
But yeah, but okay.
Boom shakalaka. There we go.
And scene.
Oh wait, do I want to end it?